some at WMD near Karbala, and also there have been some reports of mustard gas found in Najaf. Can you speak to either of these?
Well, all I can say is I have no knowledge of those reports at the moment, Jeff, but I do know that what we will do is follow our standard procedures. We will take samples from these sites. We'll obviously try and, as quickly as possible, have them analysed. But ultimately, before we declare what they are, we will need independent verification if indeed we suspect WMD or WME.
B-1 bomber dropped bunkerbuster over Baghdad today, supposedly an attempt to target Saddam Hussein and his sons. Can you talk at all about that? Do you know if, in fact, Saddam Hussein and his sons were killed in this attack?
Really, all I can do is verify what you've heard from open sources. We had a very good intelligence report last night that indeed Saddam Hussein and some of his leading members of his regime were meeting in a particular building. An airstrike was called. It was carried out successfully. The building is destroyed. Initially, reports from Washington said that Saddam Hussein had been killed in the attack. However, that was later retracted. And I believe now that the coalition forces are looking for more evidence of exactly who was attacked in this raid before any further statements issued.
So if in fact Saddam was targeted, his sons were targeted, this then goes beyond the statements that we hear every day that this is not about individuals and that this is not about one man and that Saddam Hussein is irrelevant.
No, that's not quite how we've said it. What we've said is that the actual capture of Saddam Hussein is irrelevant to the overall campaign. What we are there for is obviously to remove the weapons of mass destruction, but the regime stands in our way. He is part of the regime. Therefore, like every other member of that regime at the very highest of levels, if they present themselves at targets, we will attack them.
Okay. Can I ask you a bit about the strategy now, as much as you can say? I know your forces are more in Basra, but what is the strategy now in Baghdad?
Strategy now in Baghdad, I believe, is to dismantle the regime's ability to operate. As you will have seen from the television this morning, coalition forces, predominantly American forces, are now in the key area of the city, which is where the coalition where the regime operates from. We will dismantle it. We will stop and prove to them that they no longer have control, not only of Baghdad, not only of the military forces in Iraq, but of Iraq as a totality. They need to recognize very, very quickly that they have no further options than capitulation complete. So capitulate, surrender, and let us stop this war fighting. Let us save the citizens of Baghdad, and let us save the infrastructure.
Just a common sense question.